Okay, welcome back everybody. Sorry it's been a while, but I'll explain later. I would just want to get into the game. You can see we're in week 11. The Sentinels are on a 2-game winning streak. Kiefer Byrne has returned to the starting lineup. And the Washington football team are 4-5 as you see. There have been some changes to the offense and defense. Not necessarily players, but schemes. And we'll get into that once we get the game going. I don't want to bog this down in the opening. It's going over details that I can relay in the game. So let's get this game started. We're in Orlando, Florida, hosting the Washington football team, who's coming in at 4-5. Last season, they went to the Super Bowl and won it under head coach Dan Kugler, who was a rookie head coach. Overall, between last season and this season, they're 14-11. They have one winning season, which was last season, under the head coach. 3 playoff wins, no losses, 1 Super Bowl win, and no Super Bowl losses. But not finding the same success this season as last season. That could be for a number of reasons. They are starting a new quarterback, but I don't think that is the problem, as he is having a fantastic rookie season and is in the top 5 for a number of categories for Rookie of the Year and passing yards, passing touchdowns, completion percentage, all the things you'd want to see out of a young quarterback. The only problem is the turnovers. He is also in the top 5 for turnovers. There's Tyson Kerr returning the kick to the 31. Coach Shaq Hennessy thought he could have gotten some more. And here comes the maligned Kiefer Byrne. You see 4 touchdowns, 5 interceptions, looking to turn that ratio around as he's back in the starting lineup again. He rebounded a bit last week. And he leads a prolific running offense, but not so much passing. He's out with single back, a handoff to triplet off right side, and he's going to get stopped by number 59, Robert Pryor, the middle linebacker. Not much going on there. Here's the starting offensive line: Radovich, Holloman, Crockett, Spriggs, and Wagner. Perry Wood, Tyson Kerr, Dalton Triplett, Mark Spellman, and Donnell White make up the specialists. So a gain of 1 on the first down carry. And Byrne back in shotgun with a single back. He drops back to pass, scans the field, slings it over the middle, and that is Chris Bradley with the reception for 8 yards. So 3rd and 2. Looks like Triplett's in the backfield again. And Byrne drops back, slings a pass over the middle. That is dropped. Threw it into traffic. Looks like Bradley just couldn't hold on to it. And it's going to be a 3 and out, unfortunately, on the opening drive of this game. Yep. A lot of traffic around there. Looked like number 59, Robert Pryor, was in on that one too. Here comes Spencer Parsons to punt it away. Gets the punt off. And that's going to go to Rashad Carruthers, the return man, who lets it sail in the end zone for a touchback. So here comes the rookie phenom, Steven Rogers. We touched on him earlier. Again, having a fantastic season. He's in the top 5 for passing yards, passing touchdowns, but also interceptions. The completion percent is over 70%, so that is very good. It's just that when he does go airing with the football, it is the bad kind, the turnovers. That's expected for a rookie. But the main problem, I feel, is there's a handoff up the middle to Carruthers, who plows his way forward for a few. Is that Carruthers is the starting running back because their star, you see their lineup: Houston, McCain, Watts, Campbell, Purvis, Carruthers, Fortin, and Hicks. Their normal starter is Donnell Nicholas, who is an 85 overall superstar X-player, but he is out for 3 more weeks. So they are missing his production, I'm sure. The run off the right side, pardons. It looks like Houston, Madsen, and Nate Youngblood were there to stop that play in the backfield. Hunt, Bates, Cleveland, and Madsen. Artavius Baber, London Bates, and Denario Blanton. So you can see the lineup has changed a bit. Kershaw, Youngblood, Blades, and Wyrick. The 4-3 now going into effect here. Trying to get more pass rush. Trying to cover up the middle of the field against the pass and stop this run game. 3rd and 5. Back to pass is Rogers. He slings it out. And that is dropped by Rashad Hicks. He had the first down, but the collision knocked the ball free, and that is going to be a 3-and-out for this team. Got popped there by Aaron Kershaw. Not having as many interceptions as last season so far, but breaking up a lot of passes. The punter, Hudson Barnhart. Back to field to just Kerr. He takes it and bounces off the tackle, spins away, but can't break free from the tackle. Returns it for 12 yards and puts his team in pretty good starting field position. Dalton Triplett running back on the field with his league-leading rushing yardage of almost 900 yards, by far and away the most. The next closest man is about 300 yards behind him. Just has a knack for breaking one off for big yardage. They'll be looking for one of those today. Up the middle goes Triplett, and he will get a few. So the starting defense, Lane Reynolds, Dion Billups, and the pass rushing specialist Kerry Morrison, Jesse Murray, Robert Pryor, Tom Ash, and Greg Forbes. And a talented deep secondary, Stephen Parker, Keith Mitchell, Steve Kyle, and Shamir Tucker. He only got a yard on that carry. So slow start to the game by Triplett. Byrne drops back, scans the field, has time, chucks it deep. He's got a man, but overthrows him. I'm trying to see who that was deep. I think it was Donnell White. 3rd and 9, so Byrne trying to go deep. Has time again, throws it over the middle, and that is batted away by number 51, Jesse Murray, the left outside linebacker. So some miscues there by Byrne. Showing a bit of aggressiveness, but that line, he's lucky that didn't get picked off. He was going for his tight end, Mark Spellman. They are expecting some huge things from. Unfortunately, missed about 4 weeks due to an injury. And here comes Spencer Parsons to punt it away again. Another booming punt inside the 20. But that's going to bounce in the end zone for a touchback. And here comes Rogers back on the field. Hoping to have a little bit better luck than he did the last drive. In shotgun. Delayed handoff. This is Juan Purvis, who picks up about 8. Give him 7 on the run off left side. So they're down to a 2-man running back of Rashad Carruthers, who gets that handoff, and Houston Madsen chases him down from behind to make a great stop for a loss. We've been seeing him make a lot of plays in the backfield against the run. Very stout run defender. They're looking for him to step up his pass rush, but that could be said for almost everybody on that front four. It just hasn't been clicking. Quarterbacks are getting way too comfortable standing in the pocket and finding an open man. 3rd and 5 now. Handoff up the middle, and Sheldon Bates, the big defensive tackle, makes a tackle and stops him from picking up a first down. He has come on lately very strong since they've been keeping him down on 3 downs, letting him get in the pass rush. They tried an experiment earlier in the season, taking him off the field and maybe going a little smaller and more athletic, but that did not work. And since he's been on those situations, he's gotten 4 sacks. Kerr fields it at the 20, and in on the stop, looks like number 32, that is Zeke Craig, the slot corner. Here comes Kiefer Byrne again, hoping to get this offense running. He's got to prove that this is his team, and he can handle running an offense through him rather than through his running back, Dalton Triplett. And so far, that experiment has not pulled off. There's a short pass completion to Perry Wood, number 86, for only 3 yards. And fires deep. There's a flag on the play. might be holding. And indeed it is. Who is the guilty party? It is Tyrone Holloman, the rookie offensive lineman, getting a start over a veteran because the veteran wasn't playing well. That's not a good way to cement your legacy. 2nd and 17 now after the holding penalty. Throws it into the ground at the feet of 2 defenders. Looks like he was going for Perry Wood, but boy, was that pass off the mark. 3rd and 17 now. Back to pass, slings it out to the left and overthrows everyone. My goodness, Kiefer Byrne, 2 for 7. Is it the wind and rain in Orlando causing all these miscues? Whatever the problem is, he's got to straighten it out because this is not how you show your coach that this is your team. If he doesn't step it up soon, he won't be the man, and he may not be on this team any longer. They're certainly not going to renew his contract for big money with results like this. The punt is fielded by Carruthers, and he is met by Julius Lamb on special teams. They will start at the 23. Nobody wants to score this football game. Now the defense will take that, but it's unfortunately bad news for your offense if you're the Sentinels. Under center, there's the handoff off right side to Carruthers. He cuts it back up the middle. And he will get a gain of 3. Shotgun formation for Rodgers now. Drops back to pass. The rush does not get there. Finds his man downfield, and that hits a defender in the hands. Most likely Aaron Kershaw. 3rd and 7 now. Here comes the rush again. Slings it out to the right side, and the receiver falls down. That is Juan Purvis out of the backfield. And that won't be enough for a first down, so the defense continuing to clamp down. That's Marquis Wyrick, the rookie. Had he caught that in stride, he may have gotten a first down. You don't know. But Wyrick making a break on the ball and a very secure tackle. Barnhart back to punt. Kerr waiting to field it. Got 2 men running right at him. He will not fair catch it. And he won't get by the double team of number 32, Zeke Craig, and number 26, Sean Telfer. Byrne looking for some success. Been a bit erratic with the football. Dalton Triplett hasn't broken a big one yet. Fakes the delayed handoff, slings it deep downfield, leaping in the air, but unable to come up with it. Another fake handoff, going deep again. Bradley's deep. He overthrows Chris Bradley deep. That would have been a touchdown had he been able to connect. How do you overthrow the fastest man on your team? Byrne back to pass again. Has all kinds of time. Slings it. Hauled in by Perry Wood in heavy traffic from Zeke Craig. And what a lifesaver Perry Wood is. We've seen him make these kind of catches his entire career with the Sentinels. Exploded last season for double-digit touchdowns and over 1,000 yards, but this season has been a drop-off because the quarterback play just has been that good. But Perry Wood using his 6'4", 230-pound frame to hold off the defender and make that tough catch. Byrne owes him some dinner. That saved the drive. Oh, false start on the running back. My goodness. You get something going and then you shoot yourself in the foot. That destroys consistency in your momentum. 1st and 15 now. And there's a delayed handoff. Triplett jukes and jives. And that'll be a decent gain on that carry. You see his results last week. 17 carries, 166 yards and a touchdown. He's over 900 yards on the season. Gain of only 3 on that one. Empty backfield now. Byrne drops back, scans the field, drops back again, slings it out to his open man. Looks like Donnell White for a first down. No, that was Parrish McCarthy who gets a rare reception. There goes Spellman in motion across the formation. Fake handoff, rolls out, slings it out to Spellman, who makes a bobbling catch. Give him credit with the stick-to-itiveness to come down with that one after bobbling it initially. Fakes the handoff to the wide receiver. Dalton Triplett powers his way for a first down. And that is the element that has changed things around for him this season, running with power. Delayed handoff up the middle for Tyson Kerr, who breaks free, staggers across the first down marker for a gain of 11. So this offense starting to wake up now. Now at the red zone. Looking to put the first points of the game on the board after a very shaky start. Back to pass, has time, slings it out to the running back out of the backfield. That looks like Dalton Triplett. That'll be a short gain. Gain of 4. Handoff up the middle. That looks like Tyson Kerr, who won't get much, if anything, off left side. Give him a yard. 3rd and 5. You know they want to get a touchdown here. Setting up the screen. It is incomplete. Dalton Triplett could not get in position, so this drive is going to stall out. And here comes Wes McGuire, who's going to attempt to give his team a 3-point lead. It's a clean snap. The kick is up, and it is good. So Wes McGuire is the first points of the game on the board. And Orlando takes an early 3-0 lead in the first quarter. Can the Washington football team answer back? So far, the defense has clamped down, not allowing the rushing game to get going or the passing game to find much success. McGuire boots it in the end zone for a touchback. Number 81, Carrie Smith, will not be able to return it. Here comes Rogers having a spectacular season for his rookie one. You have to think if they had their starting running back, things might be a little different. They're also missing their number 2 D tackle, Jerron Hope. And there's a handoff up the middle. It's like Juan Purvis. And he's finding a bit of a success as he carves out 6 yards up the middle on first down carry. This is a fake handoff. He's got time, slings it out to the left. And right there is Aaron Kershaw, who couldn't come up with the interception, but bats this one away. And that is what we've seen from Kershaw this whole season. He fights for everything. There's another pass over the middle, and that is the tight end number 80, Brent Fortin, who is also 6'6". They have some big tight ends on this team. Brent Fortin is 6'6". Bernard Nallrath is 6'6". And the third tight end, Sean Brown, is 6'5", and they are all big, heavy guys. As he just caught it in traffic, and Marky Wyrick able to bring him down. But there's a first down for this Washington offense, and they've got it almost to midfield. It's a late handoff up the middle, and Sheldon Bates clamps that one down, going nowhere. Carruthers not finding much. Drops back to pass, has some time, slings it out to the left, and that is the tight end again, Brent Fortin, who picks up about 6, maybe 7. 3rd and 1 now. Back to pass, here comes the rush, slings it out to the left, and he's got Rashad Hicks, number 83, having a great season, campaigning for wide receiver of the year. He's up there in yardage and touchdowns. And he just gets by Aaron Kershaw on an out route. And that'll be another first down, so they extend the drive past midfield. Shotgun formation now for the quarterback. Rogers hands it off up the middle. That looks like Juan Purvis, who keeps his legs going. Vernon Hunt able to bring him down finally after a gain of 6. Slings it out short behind the backfield. He's got room. Number 81, that is the special teams ace, Carrie Smith, who took off like a shot at cannonball after he recorded the catch and picked up 24 yards before the defense was able to corral him and bring him down. Great play call there. You see, got some blocking downfield. Kershaw trying to chase him down from behind, couldn't get him. And Kershaw is one of the faster defenders they have. It gives you an idea how fast Carrie Smith is. Just get it to him in space, just like he's on a return. So now inside the red zone. Drops back to pass, has time, slings it over the middle, and that is complete to Rashad Hicks. Gain of 6. They can get a first down before a touchdown if they need to. And the first quarter will end with Orlando clinging to a narrow 3-point lead with the Washington football team threatening to score. Flip the sides of the field. It's a power formation. Lots of tight ends on the field. The handoff up the middle, and he'll get stopped for the touchdown. But that might have been, yep, it was enough for a first down. First and goal now. Stringer with the tackle, the backup strong safety. And they hand it off to the fullback, and he is in. That is Blake Bingham, the fullback, scoring the first touchdown of the game. It is a 3-point lead pending the PAT. And he just got the handoff up the middle. The offensive line pushed everyone out of the way. And that looked too easy. So credit the Washington football team for putting a nice drive together. Short passing, consistent running. And here comes Rich Campbell to put the icing on the cake. And it is a 4-point lead now for Washington early in the second quarter. So this Sentinels offense started finally get things clicking on their last drive of the first quarter. Can they continue that success and find the end zone? Campbell will kick it off. Curve back deep to receive it. And it'll go to the back of the end zone. He will down it for a touchback. Anytime that man gets the ball in his hands, he is a threat. He has a kick return and punt return touchdown to his credit for his career. He's returned a kickoff already this year for a touchdown. Byrne back on the field. Triplet in the backfield with him. And he slings it out to the right. That is Perry Wood, who will catch it for a loss most likely. Trying some razzle-dazzle, it just did not work. So loss of 2 on first down. Shamir Tucker with the tackle. Yeah, he was not fooled. He read that instantly and just bolted for Perry Wood. Perry Wood's not an easy tackle either, so give him some credit for that secure wrap-up tackle. Looks like a jumbo package. Back to pass. He's got time. Holds on to it and stands there forever. And gets taken down by number 96. We told you to watch out for him. That's Lane Reynolds, the left end. So 3rd and 19, not the direction you want to go when you're trailing in the ballgame. And it's the same old with Kiefer Byrne. He just stands there way too long. He could have scrambled, he could have thrown the ball away, but he just does neither. He's a deer in the headlights. And yeah, you can blame some of the sacks on the offensive line, but not all of them. 3rd and 19, shotgun. He's got time. Holds on to the ball. Chucks it deep. He's got a man, and it is nearly intercepted. Underthrown. Trying to see who that was. Might have been Shamir Tucker or Steve Kyle, the free safety. I saw a 3 as the second number. And that looks like the safety, number 33. Yes, Steve Kyle. Donnell White had a step, but Byrne could not get it there deep enough. And Parsons will punt it away from his own 2. I don't think this one will get an inside the 20. But give him credit to get it as far as he did. And a nice return there by Rashad Carruthers. Brought down ultimately after a 5-yard return. And here they come on offense. Missing their star running back. Just saw Carruthers on the punt return. He will go into the backfield as the starting running back. But not when they run an empty backfield. Drops back to pass. The rush does not get there. He finds his man, number 86. That is Bernard Narrath. The number 2 tight end. Becoming a big target this game. And over the middle and dropped. London Bates supplying the thunder to knock that one loose. It would have been a first down catch, 3rd and inches. Dropping back to pass again, slings it, finds the open man in the zone. I think that was Hicks, number 83. Nope, that's 81, Carrie Smith. His 2nd catch of the game and extends the drive. Blanton in on that tackle. And they're not giving up the deep pass, but this over the middle, short to medium range passing has just been a problem for this defense. No matter if they run the 3-4, the 4-3, they just don't seem to be able to cover the middle of the field for some reason. Rogers drops back. He's got time, slings it out, and it's interception by Aaron Kershaw, and he's going to return it to the house. Nobody in front of him. To the 10, the 5, touchdown, Aaron Kershaw. The Sentinels reclaim the lead. They force a mistake for the rookie. And Kershaw, I think that might be his 2nd interception of the season. Remember, he came out on fire last season, got 3 interceptions in a game, but that was pretty much it. He settled with 4 for the season, but defended a lot of passes. You see him trying to go to Hicks and just miscommunication between the quarterback and the receiver. And Kershaw picked it off. Nobody behind him. Wes McGuire puts it up and through for the extra point. It is now a 10-7 lead for Orlando that quick. Aaron Kershaw with a pick 6, and the defense has got to be fired up for that. They've been waiting for some big plays, getting some attaboys. It's Artavius Baber, number 53, who's moved to the left outside linebacker position. There's Carrie Smith on the return. He's got a good one. No, that's Juan Purpose who fielded that one. He is the 2nd kick returner. So Smith did not take that one. You see the numbers for Rogers. Good completion percentage, decent yardage, but the costly turnover led directly to 6 points the other way. You see how well he handles adversity and recovers. He hands off the left side to Carruthers, who gets met by Youngblood and Bates for a gain of 2. Some misdirection here. Look at all that motion. That can confuse a defense. And he fakes the handoff. Here comes Marquis Wyrick on the corner blitz. The rookie gets a sack. 3rd and 14. Shaq Hennessy getting clever with his blitz packaging. Boom. Never saw it coming. I can't say that I've seen them rush that corner before. Sometimes they rush the slot man. They made a gamble pay off. 3rd and 14 now. Rogers really facing an uphill battle. He's got time, takes off, and he won't pick up the first down, but he was close to it. He was zooming. He was running for his life. He almost did it. Hudson Barnhart to punt it away. Kerr is going to let this one bounce into the end zone for a touchback. And the defense giving this game some new life and some confidence to maybe get this offense sparked into gear. It's shown some signs of life, but then sputters out from time to time. Triplet in the backfield. Kerr under center. He's going to fake the handoff. Has time. He scans the field, has time, stands there, starts to scramble around, but it's not going to get away from number 98, Carrie Morrison, the superstar pass rusher. Told you at the beginning of the game to watch out for him. And you can't give him all day. I mean, the blocking wasn't perfect. Tomlinson, the number 88, tried to stop him. Byrne had time to get that pass away. And again, this is what we've been seeing from him his entire career. He just stands there. You can't do that. Takes the handoff and gets it out to Donnell White out of the backfield for a very minimal gain, if any. Maybe a loss of a yard. 3rd and 18. Drops back to pass. Has time. Slings it deep over the middle. It's brought, hauled in. I believe that's Perry Wood making a big catch for a first down again. Coming up huge when you need him, and we've seen that from Perry Wood in the past. Hasn't had the opportunities to do it this much this season, but what a catch. He had to go up in the air for it. Steve Kyle laid a big hit on him, but Wood did not cough it up. Held on tight. Great play. There's a fake handoff. Byrne deep over the middle, and that one can't be hauled in. Looked like he was going for Bradley, number 80, or number 15, sorry. 2nd and 10 now. Delayed handoff to Triplett off left side. He's got some room. He's breaking free. He's got a lead blocker, Donnell White, who got in his way just a little bit, but a big run for Dalton Triplett could have been a touchdown. It was only a matter of time before we saw this happen. Dalton Triplett has a knack for just finding those creases, and it might take him a while to find one, but once he does, that seems to spark the explosion of offense that comes his way. Byrne now with an empty backfield, slings it out to the left. That is Bradley, who gets away from the tackler, and he's shaken up on the sideline. That's a shame. Nice gain of a run after the catch of 15, and we'll have to see if he's okay. Empty backfield again, slings it to the end zone. That is dropped by nope, that's Dalton Triplett. I formation now. Triplett in the backfield with Tomlinson up front. He gets the handoff off left side and cuts it back. Not going to get much there. Credit to the defense clamping down on that for a gain of only 1. Waiting to get some word on Chris Bradley's status. Drops back to pass, hits the man out of the backfield, Tyson Kerr, but that's going to go nowhere. So not a touchdown, but some signs of life from the offense. Looks like we're going to see Wes McGuire step back on the field to extend the lead. Credit to Kyle there, the number 33, the free safety. We've been seeing him making some big plays for this defense. Kaplan the holder. And the kick is up, and it's pretty much automatic from this distance. A 6-point lead now. Just under 7 minutes to go in the half. As long as the blocking holds up, Wes McGuire's not going to miss those. And he kicks it off deep. Will it be Smith returning this one, or Purvis? This looks like Carrie Smith, and he'll be stopped at about the 27. Number 56, Shannon Stewart, with the tackle. See number 89, that is Chad Campbell. Made a big play earlier in the game. Shotgun formation. And he drops back to pass. And he's going to take off again, scrambling. He picks up the first down. Nate Youngblood drops him, but after he picks up the first down. And we've seen this defense struggle with scrambling quarterbacks in the past. And this is a dynamic, obviously, to Rodgers game. See him not see any man open, and he immediately makes the decision to take off. Something Byrne doesn't do, for whatever reason. He's not the most swift of quarterbacks, but he does have some ability to run. And there is Kendall making a play in the backfield. I haven't called his name often, but he does show up in the stat sheets with a big play here or there. And he stops Purvis in the backfield, who's been finding some success against this defense. But Kendall was able to shed his block and get in the backfield to disrupt that play. Rodgers back to pass, scans the field, has his man open, and he completes the pass to Chad Campbell for a first down. And he's got 5,000 yards for his career. Nice milestone. As Denario Blanton wasn't able to hold up in coverage, and that's asking a lot of an outside linebacker to cover a great receiver like Campbell. First and 10, just inside the 50 in Sentinels territory. Rodgers empty backfield. And slings it out to the left side, and that is Rashard Hicks for a first down. Denario Blanton again on the coverage and the tackle. And Rodgers has found something. Let's see, nobody covering him. It's an easy way to get a pass coming your way, as if you're wide open. Then your job is to obviously catch the football. Under center is Rodgers. And he will play action fake. Here comes the rush. He gets it away and dropped. London Bates hammers number 32, the receiver, out of the backfield. It's a handoff to Purvis, and he is met by Kendall, who makes another good play on defense. Drops back to pass. Here comes the rush. It's offensive line giving him all day. He drops it off to Purvis, who breaks a tackle, picks up a first down, and that is a backbreaker. The pass rush just couldn't get there. The running back makes the catch. You have a chance to stop him, and you miss the tackle. See, that is London Bates missing the tackle, and that's not something you see him do often. Tavius Baber comes in to clean up, but it was too late. So at the red zone now, Rodgers empty backfield. Can this pass rush get anything going? He's got time, slings it out to the left at the sidelines. That is 89, Chad Campbell, for a pickup of 7. And the motion is Hicks at the top of your screen. Drops back to pass, has time, and wide open, number 80, the backup tight end, or no, the starting tight end, Brent Fortin. A big 6'6" target you can't miss, but somehow the defense did. And he just strolls right into the end zone, unopposed. Something fell apart on the defense on that drive, especially that play. You can't get that wide open. And he's celebrating with his fellow skyscraper tight end, Nallroth. So tie ball game, going for the lead with the PAT. It is good. Campbell gives his team the 1-point lead in the waning seconds of the half. Orlando's going to have one more drive to put some points on the board and answer back. Been a close back and forth ball game. Campbell kicks it off deep to Kerr and fielded at the goal line. He's going to return this one. He's got some blocking downfield, but met at the 25. So number 39, that is the backup strong safety Jamal Devine in on that stop. See the numbers for Triplet on the season. Had a big run earlier in the second quarter. Looked like he was going to break it, but he got tripped up over his lead blocker, Donnell White, who was trying to spring him. And there's a handoff up the middle, weaving his way through, picks up about 5 or 6 before he's met by a wall of defenders. And you can see 7 carries, 57 yards. That's 6 yards on that carry. And they hand it off up the middle again. He's met at the line of scrimmage, and he's not really able to get much more. Maybe a gain of 2 or 3. 3rd and 1 now. 2-minute warning coming up. And they hand it off to Triplet, who can't get there on first effort. Second effort, also not good enough. Stopped short, and they're going to have to punt this one away. Not what they wanted. It's going to give Washington enough time to put a drive together with all their timeouts. Nice punt from Parsons. And it is down at the 4-yard line. Took a favorable bounce, and Parsons is just amazing at doing this. The control that he puts on this football. It even faked out the defender. It looked like Virgil Hyde, who was there trying to down the ball, and it got by him too. See Juan Purvis having a limited success. But the story's been Rodgers, him taking off and finding the end zone with a couple of passes. Backed up in their own territory, they hand off right side, and fakes a man out, slips on the turf. And what a big run by Rashad Carruthers. Looked like he was going to get stopped for a minimal gain, but then the defender fell down. I have to think there was some footing issues with the turf, with it pouring down rain. Let's see what happens here. No, you don't see the... Maybe when you replay it back one more time, we'll see what happens. Here we go. Carruthers gets the handoff. And here comes the defender. That is Marky Wyrick, who, yep, you can see his foot just gives out on him. Carruthers times his juke perfectly. And that was a big run for Rashad Carruthers. Rodgers back to pass has time, gets rid of it over left side, and that is Campbell, Chad Campbell on the reception. And that quick, they're almost at midfield already. Slings it, and that is incomplete. Not a very accurate pass there. Got it over the head of one defender, but at the feet of another one. There is a wayward snap, able to be corralled, and a gain of 5 for the running back, who was ultimately tackled by London Bates. 3rd and 4. Still have the timeouts. He takes off up the middle. He's got the first down and more. Gets hit by Bates and several others. We'll take another timeout. We're getting close to field goal range for Rich Campbell, who does have a fairly powerful and also fairly accurate leg. Back to pass again. The rush can't get there. Slings it deep over the middle and dropped by Rashawn Hicks. Had he made that catch, that would have been an easy field goal. From that distance, they have one more timeout left and 43 seconds left. Back to pass again. Has time and hits his man. This time, that is Carrie Smith, the special teams ace. Just short of the first down. 20 seconds to go. They'll probably let it run down, get off one more play, call a timeout, go for field goal, and there's Chad Campbell for a first down reception. 13 seconds left. He got out of bounds, so they won't need to use a timeout. They could run one more play for the end zone. If they don't get it, call a timeout, try for a field goal. Just finding a knack to get that play when you need it. It is something the Washington football team seems to have been able to do. But this Sentinels offense just does not seem to have that same knack. And that's exactly what they're going to do. They're going to try one more time for the end zone. Back to pass, slings it over the middle. That is the tight end, Bernard Nallrath. And they call the timeout, and this will be a chip shot field goal attempt for Rich Campbell. We've got to think this is an automatic one. No, they're going to go for it. All or nothing. 8 seconds left. Rodgers back to pass. Has time. Slings it to the end zone. Back to the end zone, and it's picked off by Marky Wyrick, the rookie's first interception of his career. We were waiting for that to happen, and it couldn't have come at a bigger time. My goodness. Thought he had the man in the back of the end zone, but leaping way in the air, Marquis Wyrick, the rookie, 6'2", able to get up and pluck that one out of the air. And that's going to preserve a 1-point lead for the Washington football team. They're just going to kneel it and take it to the halftime. Down by 1. That might prove to be the key play of the ball game if the Sentinels are able to get the lead back and secure a victory. Let's take a look at the totals. You see, fairly balanced attack from the Sentinels, but this Washington team finding much more success. Let's take a look around the league, see what happens. Around the team down in Atlanta, Georgia, the Falcons big over the Voyagers. Falcons move to 500, the Voyagers drop under 500. And in Carolina, the Conquistadors fall 8-2 to the 7-3 Panthers, 34-21. And you can see the Monday night game, Explorers Snowhawks, that could have some divisional impact if the Sentinels can't hold on to win this game. You can see some of the big highlights. There's the interception from Kershaw for a pick 6. So the defense making some key plays. That wouldn't be the only interception. There would be another interception in the end zone. And the Washington team will start off with the football beginning the second half. And Smith is going to take this out of the backfield, cuts it off the right side. Oh boy, I confused myself. We'll start out our 25, which would have been the same as a touchback. Sean Carruthers broke off a huge run near the end of the half. We got that drive going, but resulted in a interception in the end zone. So Rodgers showing that propensity to throw the pick. But you can see the promise there. If you can clean up the mistakes, and there goes Juan Purvis for a pickup of 9 yards off left side. They're going to give him first down, give him 10 yards, almost 5 yards a carry. He's been finding some success against his defense. And Carruthers had been pretty much held in check until that big broken run that he had when Marquis Wyrick slipped on the turf and fell. Burned back to pass, has no pressure, throws it, oh, it's batted away and still almost caught by Carrie Smith. Handoff off left side, and there's Marquis Wyrick. Can't bring him down, but London Bates, a huge loss, 6 yards on the play. Wyrick couldn't bring him down, but London Bates finished it off. And a great defensive stop there. Third and 16. What do the Washington team have in mind? Dropping back to pass. Here comes Sheldon Bates up the middle. His 5th sack of the season. And it comes at a very big time. The big 350-pound defensive tackle just shoving his way through a double team. And they didn't expect him to be the leading sack recorder for this defense. But it's got to come from somewhere. If it's not going to come from the outside, it might as well come from the inside. And Bates has been stepping up. Barnhart punts it away. Kerr waits for it. And it hangs up there. He's not going to get much out of this. Walloped at the 30. It's by number 26, Sean Telfer. You see Tyson Kerr on the ground. Limited carries, but production with the 12 yards on 2 carries. Byrne in shotgun with Triplet behind him. How do they answer back? And Triplet's going to get the carry, and the lead block does not work. He gets stuffed in the backfield. For number 99, Dion Billups, the starting D tackle. He said, "Here, Sheldon Bates, I can do it too." That was a terrible block attempt. Oh my gosh. Somebody is going to get chewed out in the film room tomorrow. 2nd and 12. Back to pass is Byrne. Has time, slings it out. Looks like Mark Spellman. Number 84 for a gain of 1. Spellman being kept pretty quiet today. Back to pass again. Has plenty of time. Slings it deep over the middle. Hauled in by Mark Spellman, the man I just said they kept quiet. And when you're 6'6" at tight end with that kind of speed and those soft hands, you're not going to be kept quiet for long. He caught it in traffic, held on through the tackle of number 30, Stephen Parker. So now they are inside of the Washington football team's territory. Byrne back to pass, has time, slings it out to Triplet on the right side, maybe a gain of 1. Nope, they're going to say no gain. Not a bad idea to get the ball in Triplet's hand in space. You see what he can do when he gets there. Triplet off right side, has some room. Can't break the tackle from number 37, the strong safety Keith Mitchell. A pickup of 3. Empty backfield. Byrne back to pass. Has time. Slings it out to the right side. Breaks a tackle. That is Tyson Kerr, who lined up as a wide receiver. Some razzle-dazzle on this offense. Some different play selection. Something trying to get this offense. And Kerr does a great job of shedding the initial block. Picks up a couple extra yards because of it. Nice effort. Just outside of the red zone now. Handoff to Kerr up the middle. Nope, it was Niles McKell for a good gain of 7 yards on his carry. The power halfback exploded for a 70-yard touchdown run last week. And there's another handoff up the middle. This time it is Tyson Kerr. Making men miss. Juking and jiving. Tyson Kerr the Blur for a first down. Nice run. So they go power, then they go scat back. You've got a nice dynamic in this backfield. You've got the elusiveness and pure speed of Tyson Kerr. You have the sheer power of Niles McKell, and then you have the balance of the two in Dalton Triplett, who again was a scat back, ran a lot like Tyson Kerr did his first season, would try to juke as opposed to encourage contact. But now, Triplett runs into contact, powers through, and he doesn't get much on his effort that time. 2nd and goal, stop made by Jesse Murray, the left outside linebacker. And just unaccounted for, they sent too many run blitz. Nice call by the defense. You see Hunt and Blades talking things over. Hoping his offense can take a lead here. They're going power formation. Kenyon Tomlinson leading the way, and up the middle for a short gain goes Niles McKell, just a yard, 3 yards on that carry. And they go power formation again. They run it again. They do, off the left side. He's got a crease and breaks the tackle, gets in the end zone. I think that was Tyson Kerr. No, it was Niles McKell, who gets very limited carries but is making the most of them. He finds the end zone again. I think that's the first offensive touchdown of the game. He had a lead blocker, that's number 68, with the lead block that sprung him. We'll find out who that is. That's Tyrone Helpelman, the rookie, who had a mistake earlier in the game but made up for it there. And they're going to go for 2 here. So they're up by 5. They're going to try to make it a 7-point lead if they can get this 2-point conversion. And Triplett not going to get anywhere. Met in the backfield, so it is a 5-point Orlando lead halfway through the third quarter. And Hennessy would have loved to get the 2-point conversion, but probably happy to have a lead. Yeah, they weren't faked out on that. They pretty much knew it was coming. Wes McGuire to kick it off. And that is fielded inside the end zone. And Carrie Smith will bring it out to the 30. Good return by the special teams guy. And we've seen him make a few big plays in the passing game. He got that one dump off and then took off like he was shot out of a cannon to pick up a big gain of about 26 yards. So they have to watch out for his speed. Rogers in shotgun. Got a running back in the backfield with him. And he slings it out to the left, and that's not going to go anywhere. And Rashad Hicks got shoken up on the play. Zaire Witherspoon, let's see what happens on the play. And he's limping off the field. Not sure if he'll be able to return. And he's going back to the locker room to take a look at that ankle. Loss of 3 on the play. Rogers under center, drops back to pass. He's got time. Here comes Vernon Hunt. And Vernon Hunt brings him down for the second sack of the game. They've been waiting for him to really emerge as a pass rusher. It's what they drafted him as, and originally they put him inside as a pass rushing D tackle. He's big enough to play the position. It just didn't happen. So they figured they'd put him back out at defensive end as his normal position. And we're just waiting for that spark to happen. Maybe that's the one that gets it done. 3rd and 22 now. Backed up deep in their own territory. And they're just going to hand it off with Purvis up the middle. He's not going to get anywhere. Sheldon Bates and Houston Madsen in on the tackle. So a nice way to respond after you take the lead. You shut down the offense, make them go backwards, and maybe extend your lead with another good offensive drive. Hudson Barnhart to punt it away. Gets it off cleanly. Kerr waves for a fair catch. Mark this in history, folks. You will not see that very often. Tyson Kerr actually waved for a fair catch. Dalton Triplett about to eclipse the 1,000-yard mark on rushing again. He is the heart and soul of this offense. Byrne back to pass over the middle. That is complete to Mark Spellman, who doesn't get much. Give him a gain of 2. We've seen a mix of things. Byrne checking down and testing the defense deep at times. And he slings this one over the middle to Spellman, and he can't hold on to it. Caught it initially, but then popped free after the contact. 3rd and 8. Back to pass again. Has time. Slings it out to the right. That's Spellman again, who picks up the first down. Nice catch. Shielded the pass with his big body, and then used it to cut the corner and power through the tackle to get the first down. Zeke Craig able to stop him, but not before he picks up the first down. You got to have those crucial catches from whatever receiver you're going after. With Perry Wood as a skyscraper wide receiver, and Mark Spellman is another big target at tight end. Those are 2 crucial 3rd down weapons, and the running off right side is Dalton Triplett. He goes nowhere. Looked like number 96 was in on that stop. I'm trying to find out who that was. Lane Reynolds. And there's another handoff up the middle. This time he's got room and rolls forward, perhaps for a first down. 3rd and inches. Not quite. And there's a fake handoff. Byrne slings it over the middle, and that's Mark Spellman for another first down over the middle. Kiefer Byrne to Mark Spellman. They were looking for this combination to really spark really get going, and just as it seemed like they were getting chemistry together, Spillman went down for 4 weeks with an injury, but he's back in action, looking nice and strong. They expect big things for this rookie. He scored a touchdown last week, his first of his career. Good signs from this offense. Very delayed handoff. Triplet can't get very far. Nope, that's Tyson Carter. Not much to work with. Picks up a yard as he tries to weave his way through the defense. Byrne back to pass, slings it out to his left, and that is brought in by Perry Wood, but he doesn't get much after the catch. No gain. 3rd and 9 now. And a fake delayed handoff. Byrne has time, slings it deep over the middle. Leaping for the catch is Perry Wood, but can't bring it in. Great defense by number 59, Robert Pryor. And it looks like Wes McGuire might step on the field again to try to extend this lead. Normally that's not a bad proposition when you have Perry Wood lined up against a linebacker, but Wood brought it in, but give credit to Pryor to stay with it and knock it free at the last moment. This is going to be about a 49-yard field goal attempt for... And it's blocked! Picked up by the defense and tackled immediately by number 88, Tomlinson. And we've seen some miscues on the special teams. See who got that block. I can't see the number. Is that 96 or 56? No, 26. I'm sorry. 26 is Sean Telfer making a big play on special teams, stopping the extended lead. That stops the Sentinels from going up over a touchdown and keeps the lead to only 5 points in the waning minutes of the 3rd quarter. A handoff to Purvis off left side. He's got room. There's nobody deep. One man to beat and can't do it. Caught from behind by Virgil Hyde, number 29. We haven't called his name much, but Juan Purvis really showing something, filling in for the injured Donnell Nicholas. Sean Carruthers also has shown some ability to break off some big plays, so maybe they have something for the future to build on. Empty backfield. Has plenty of time over the middle, wide open. Chad Campbell, number 89. And the Washington team is marching down the field. 2nd and inches. Delayed pass, and behind the line of scrimmage to number 81, Carrie Smith. He won't go anywhere. In fact, he'll lose about 3 yards. Aaron Kershaw, the first man in on the tackles. Heads up play. You don't fool Aaron Kershaw often. And when you do, he takes it personally and will make you pay later. 3rd and 3 now. Here comes the rush. He gets away. And a nice pass to number 84, Austin Overton. The number 5 wide receiver getting some play action time here. 6'3", nice big target. Well, Marcus Blades with the tackle. So the Washington team's got a drive going here, threatening to get into the red zone. And a delayed handoff up the middle, scooting around, working his way through the defense, but Vernon Hunt able to stop him for no gain. 2nd and 10. Back to pass, has time, slings it out over the middle to the big tight end, Brent Fortin. It's got to be a luxury to have 2 big tight ends to throw the ball to. And if that isn't good enough, they have a 3rd huge tight end. 6'6", 6'6", and 6'5". Fortin, Nawrath, and Brown, respectively. They'll be just short of a first down, 3rd and 1. Looks like they're lining up for a run. But no, he drops back to pass, gets rid of it over the middle, and overthrows his receiver. Looked like Rodgers thought his man was going to keep running on the seam. Instead, the tight end cut it off. And, yep, just some miscommunication. Those are the little errors that'll add up. So instead of a possible touchdown drive, they're going to have to settle for a field goal attempt, which will not give them a lead. The kick is up. It is good. Campbell puts it through and cuts the lead to 2 points at the end of the third quarter. This has been a very closely contested game. Both teams playing well on defense at times. Both offenses kind of being a little inconsistent, but we're seeing some good football. These close games are always exciting, especially when they come down to the last minute. But you know, Coach Shaq Hennessy, if he had hair, would be turning gray by now. This kickoff is fielded by Kerr, and he runs into a wall of traffic. Gets through the initial defense, but brought down at the 29. Dalton Triplett started off pretty hot, but this defense has been able to bottle them up since then. We'll be looking to break one for a long game in this fourth quarter. Burn in shotgun. Sends Spellman across the formation. And there's a delayed handoff to Triplett off the left side. He's got some room, and he'll pick up about 4. Give Robert Pryor, the credit for the tackle. Give him 5 yards. This rushing defense is 15th. Nope, I'm sorry. 21st in the league. Byrne has plenty of time. Gets it out in open space. That's Perry Wood streaking down the field. One man to beat and knocked out of bounds. But a huge gain for Perry Wood. We were just talking about the defense. Not great for the Washington football team. Their pass defense is number 6 in the league, so that's very good. But the run defense struggling a bit, ranked 21st, as they've allowed 2,433 yards on the season. And that is one of the cleanest catches we've seen for Perry Wood today. He's normally getting beat up in traffic. But he showed last year that he can sneak by the defense, get open deep from time to time. Power I formation, and the fake handoff. He's getting the pass rush. He's got to get rid of it, and he does not. Jesse Murray with the sack. And that's a 3rd sack at least of the game, and it's pretty much the same story. You can see he recognizes the rush, and he just doesn't get rid of it. You gotta wonder sometimes what is going through Burns' head. He sees the rush right here. Keep running. Second and 21. Jumbo package on the field. Handoff off right side. He scoots by the initial tackle, but can't break free. Does Triplett. Maybe a gain of 1 on that play. 3rd and 20 now. Drops back to pass. Has time. Here comes the rush. He slings it deep over the middle and can't come up with it. It's number 82. Parrish McCarthy. I haven't called his name that much. He had a chance. Pass was not quite on target. A little behind him, but that's a catch you have to make. Steve Kyle was in on defense, but that's a catch he could have made. He just dropped it. And on for what looks to be a 54-yard field goal attempt. It's up, and it's not going to make it. We got some swirling wind and rain, and McGuire's kick falls short. So the lead remains as just 2 points. And this Washington football team will get great starting field position. Yeah, that one didn't have much of a chance. We know Shaq Hennessy's relationship with his kicker. He loves him, but it's like he's got one of the strongest legs, if not the strongest leg in the league, but the accuracy and his luck just doesn't add up sometimes. There's a run up the middle for Purvis, and he gains a strong 7 yards. Give him 8 on first down carry. So across the 50-yard line already into Sentinels territory. Rogers drops back. He's got time. Slings it over the middle. Overthrows his intended receiver. That could have been a dangerous pass. 3rd and 2 now. The Sentinels are going to want to stop him here. Back to pass again. Slings it over the middle. This time it's caught, but Is it forward progress? Did he pick it up? No, they're going to say he went backwards. Nallrath with a mistake. Had he just fallen down when he caught it, he might have gotten the first down, but he was trying for more. The defense responded, and that's exactly what they needed, because this is not going to be in field goal range of Campbell's leg. They're going to go for it. With about 12 minutes to go, down by 2, back to pass, slings it out, and batted away, almost intercepted. It looked like Aaron Kershaw, who else but Aaron Kershaw, to knock that pass away. That stalls that drive out, and now the Sentinels are going to have great starting field position. They got to capitalize here. Aaron Kershaw almost had his second interception of the game. The 5'9". That's when 5'9" really doesn't help you. It was just over his outstretched arms. So Byrne having a halfway decent day. I don't want to curse him. I won't say anything. Byrne in shotgun, triplet alongside of him. Slings it out to the left and hauled in for a short gain. That's Perry Wood once more. 4-yard pickup. Byrne's just over 200 yards on the game. Zeke Craig in on that tackle. Byrne once again in shotgun with triplet. Flank into his right. Drops back to pass, has time, slings it out to the left, and that is hauled in. Donnell White catches it. He might get the forward progress, though. Nope, they're going to say just short, 3rd and 1. Power formation. And the delayed handoff up the middle, and triplet is just going to get enough. It was only a yard, but it was the yard they needed to keep this drive going. Dion Billups, the defensive tackle, with the stop, but just snuck through enough. No, and that's the change. Had Dalton Triplett tried to juke there, he would have not have picked up a first down. And there's a delayed handoff up the middle. Triplett's got some room. Picks up about 6 on the first down carry. 19 carries for 87 yards. That's pretty much keeping him in check. Back to pass as Byrne has some time. Slings it over to him. Intercepted. And this is going to get returned. He slipped by the only man that could stop him. That is number 32, Zeke Craig. And on a pick 6, the Washington football team takes the lead. And the killer for Kiefer Byrne, the mistake, the turnover. He was trying to go to Spellman. Nope, that was 37. I thought it was 32. That is the starting strong safety, Keith Mitchell. And what a heartbreaker. They looked like they were getting ready to extend their lead. And the big mistake, he just underthrew him. My goodness. That's got to really break your confidence. Here comes Rich Campbell for the PAT. It's up. It is good. And it is now a 5-point lead for Washington. I was about to say earlier that Kiefer Byrne hadn't made the big mistake yet. And unfortunately, it happened. One of the worst times it possibly could. Kerr fields this from his own end zone, brings it out to the 25, slips by a tackle, gets it up to the 27. Can Kiefer Byrne rebound? How will he respond after that costly turnover? He has not thrown a touchdown. The only touchdown offensively came from a run. Back to pass again. Slings it over the middle deep and hauled in. What a catch. That's number 89. The seldom use Aaron Posey, special teams bubble roster player, gets a chance to shine, beats number 30. Steven Parker, the number 1 corner. Aaron Posey got behind him, made a great catch. So Byrne responds by chucking it deep. Cross midfield again. Looks like Tyson Kerr in the backfield. Byrne back to pass, has time, slings it out to Kerr. Nope, that is Niles McKell who takes it upfield for a few more yards. 2nd and 4. Triplet back in the backfield. Back to pass again as Byrne has time, slinging it deep towards the end zone and overthrows number 80. I think that's Ricky LaMontagne, number 80. It is. 3rd and 4 now. Dropping back to pass, has time, and can't avoid the rush. Number 77, Cesar Gonzalez, the backup defensive end, makes a big play here. And at midfield, trailing by 5, do you go for it or punt it away and hope your defense can make a play and get you the ball back? They are going to punt it away, try to pin them deep. And who better than Spencer Parsons to try that? The punt is away. It's a deep one and can't quite cough and corner it. You can see what he was going for. Washington will start with the ball at their own 20 with just under 8 minutes to go in the game. They hand off right side and initially met by Hunt. Purvis was able to get by that tackle, but still brought down for no gain. Rogers with an empty backfield. He's got time over the middle. That is Purvis again on the reception. A pickup of 8. The Sentinels need a stop, and you can see, look at how much the defense, they're ranked number 2. They don't give up a lot of yards or points, but today they've given up 300 yards. 3rd and 2, back to pass. Slings it out to the left and caught. Number 81, Carrie Smith, with the first down that keeps the drive alive and the clock ticking. The Sentinels can't afford to give up any more points. A field goal puts this game to a touchdown and a 2-point conversion in order to tie. That pick 6 might have been the nail in the coffin. Can the defense come up with something here? The handoff up middle. Rashad Carruthers able to pick up 4 off left side. 2nd and 6. And another handoff. This one off left side. And not as much success there. No gain on that carry. Tackle made by Artavius Baber. And he drops back to pass over the middle, and that is caught just short of the first down, I believe. Denario Blanton with the first down saving tackle just inches away. And this may be the final chance for the Sentinels. Can Kiefer Byrne march his team down the field for a touchdown? That's what's going to take to win this game. A field goal won't do it. Barnhart to punt it away to Kerr. And this kick goes inside the end zone for a touchback. So 80 yards to go for a touchdown. Empty backfield. Byrne in shotgun. Do or die. Byrne has time, stands it up, and takes another sack. Number 94, Nicholas Cobb, the 3rd string defensive tackle. He joins the party, and Byrne is taking a beating this game. You don't know what this guy is thinking. You can't afford to lose this many yards. And he's going to get brought down. No, he avoids that sack, throws it out to the left, and can't come up with the catch. 3rd and 15 now. It's going to be some time for a miracle. Byrne back to pass. Pass time. Slings it over the middle, wide open. Hauled in and caught by Donnell White. So the drive continues with a great catch from Donnell White. Tackle made by Steve Kyle. Dropping back to pass again. Slings it out to the left. That's caught by Triplett, who's got some room. Takes it downfield. Powers through a tackle. Nice gain on that play. Triplett is a weapon out of the backfield. You can't sleep on him. And they are past midfield now. They need a touchdown to win this game. Byrne back to pass again. Slings it out and dropped. Perry Wood couldn't hold on to it through traffic. He's made some big catches this game. Dropping back to pass again. Drops back. Slings it over the middle. That's brought in by Chris Bradley. Nice to see. Nope, that's Ricky LaMontagne. So I am wondering if it looks like Chris Bradley will not return to this game. We haven't seen him. 3rd and 4. Slings it out and can't be brought in. Looked like he was going to Tyson Kerr, and he couldn't catch it in traffic. 4th and 4, they're going to go for it. It's 4-down territory. They only need 4 yards. Back to pass is Byrne. He's got time. Slings it out to the left side, and caught! Whoa! Perry Wood comes up with the catch, but how did that slip by the defender? The defender just completely misjudged that pass. It looked like he was trying to jump the route, but my goodness. Sometimes better to be lucky than good. The 2-minute warning now. Byrne and shotgun. Over the middle. It's caught. That's Perry Wood again. Gain of 6. Near the red zone. Byrne escapes the rush. Slings it out. That's another reception. Donnell White picks up the first down. Back to passes. Byrne has time over the middle. That's caught. I didn't see the number on the reception. Slings it out to the right side. Caught. Donnell Dalton Triplett for a receiving touchdown for the lead. Just in open space. Turned around and zoomed upfield. I want to say that was Parrish McCarthy on the previous reception. It looked like 82 to me. And I'm just going to say Parrish McCarthy with a crucial catch. And then Dalton Triplett for a receiving touchdown. So Kiefer Byrne is going to go for a 2-point conversion here to try to make it a field goal lead. And handoff and going nowhere. Oh my. Tyson Kerr got buried in the backfield, so it is a single-point lead for the Sentinels. Just under a minute to play. Washington has all their timeouts, so they have time to put a drive together for a field goal. Will it get to that point? The defense, who has bailed this team out before, they need to come up with another big drive. Wes McGuire kicks it off. Fielded at the 5. That's Carrie Smith. Brings it out to about the 31. So decent starting field position for a game-ending drive. Just over 50 seconds to go. It's going to be all passing. This pass rush needs to get home. Back to pass. Here comes the rush. He escapes. He's taken off. And slides down short of the first down. That took some time off the clock. There was an injury, so the clock stopped, and he slings it out and almost intercepted, batted away. Carrie Smith almost came up with the reception. It popped up in the air. A sea of defenders almost had a chance to end this ball game. Back to pass, has time. He's going to scramble for it. The defense lets him have it. He's out to the 50-yard line. They take their first time out, 19 seconds with 2 timeouts. And you can see the red marker is field goal range for their kicker. Back to pass again. Slings it out to the right. That is Purvis, and he gets hammered. A combination of the safety and linebacker. I'm going to say Nate Youngblood and London Bates. 2nd and 10. Time, he escapes the pocket again, runs out to the right, tries to juke a defender, rolls forward, takes a timeout with 6 seconds left. They have one more shot at the end zone. No, they're going to try a big field goal. Wow, this is going to be a long 50-plus yard field goal attempt. They iced the kicker. The kick is up. It has the distance, and it's no good. It leaks wide left with 1 second remaining. The Orlando Sentinels are going to escape this game with a 1-point victory and go on a 3-game winning streak just barely. Whoa. Campbell had the distance, but did not have the accuracy. Hard to say whether it was the conditions of the wind and rain. And now the Sentinels are going to line up in victory formation just to kneel the ball and end the clock with 1 second remaining. Your Orlando Sentinels moved to 7-3 on the season. The Washington football team drops to 4-6. Hard to tell what to make from this game. Kiefer Byrne still prone to the same problems he's had before. 283 yards through the air, 119 yards on the ground. But the turnovers, a costly interception, a pick six that almost cost them the game. But then he turns around and puts a scoring drive together and throws a touchdown pass to Dalton Triplett. But the sacks keep piling up. You can see Byrne had 322 yards through the air, but it was an ugly 322. 32 for 51, 322 yards, a 62% completion percentage, 1 touchdown, 1 interception. Rodgers, the 2 costly turnovers, but he's a rookie. Having a great season so far, but just came up short today. On the ground, Dalton Triplett was held to under 100 yards on the ground. You don't see that very often, but he also averaged 4.5 yards a carry. Juan Purvis, they might have something out of this third-year running back. He was showing off some good moves. Steven Rodgers showed his scrambling ability as well. See, Tyson Kerr had 25 yards on 4 carries. Niles McKell, 2 carries for 9 yards, but that big touchdown. And Bingham, the fullback, had that 1 carry for a touchdown to start the scoring for his team. On the receiving end, Perry Wood. He has not gone over 100 yards many times in this season, but he did today. 9 catches for 103 yards. Spellman tosses in 6 catches for 61 yards. Dalton Triplett, a weapon out of the backfield, 4 receptions, 31 yards, and the go-ahead touchdown. Donnell White, 4 catches for 36 yards. Tyson Kerr, also 2 catches for 9 yards. McCarthy, 2 for 20. Chris Bradley, 2 for 25. And yes, he is injured. We're going to have to figure out what happened to him. He made that catch on the sideline and didn't get back up. Was helped off the field. Could be a leg injury. Ricky LaMontagne, 1 catch for 6 yards. Aaron Posey, who? Who is this guy? This guy has been on and off the roster for his first couple seasons so far, but came up with a big catch when they needed it. Niles McKell also with a catch. Let's see the blocking. They're going to charge Spriggs, Radovich, and Durham with 1 sack let up, and Kevin Crockett, the center, who in his first season, I think he only allowed 1 sack. They say he gave up 2. I'm going to say this is on Kiefer Byrne. I'd say 80% of the sacks on Byrne just sitting there doing nothing. He freezes when he sees the rush come. That's not good. London Bates ties Aaron Kershaw for tackles with 11. Blanton 8, Wyrick 7. Youngblood with 6. Sheldon Bates with 6. London Blades with 5. Witherspoon, Hunt, and Madsen all with 4. Baber getting a start as the rookie left outside linebacker, 3 tackles. Virgil Hyde, who has moved to a backup position now, 2 tackles. Kent Kendall, 2 tackles. Terrence Durham on special teams with 2. Kenyon Tomlinson on special teams with 2. Orlando Bolware, special teams middle linebacker. He was a recent signing with this change in the defense. People moving around, they needed another middle linebacker. They picked up Bolware as a free agent. He made 2 tackles today. There's Jason McKnight getting some playing time, making a tackle. Stringer came up with a big tackle. And Julius Lamb on special teams. Tackles for loss. Wyrick with 3. Madsen with 2. Kendall, Zaire Witherspoon, London Bates, Vernon Hunt, and Aaron Kershaw all with 1. Sacks, Hunt, Wyrick, and Bates. Interceptions, there were 2. Wyrick with his first career interception, and Aaron Kershaw finally got another one for a pick 6, which really ended up being a big play. So did Wyrick's was an interception in the end zone that took a touchdown off the board. Kershaw with 2 deflections, Blades, Bates, Blanton, and Wyrick with 1. Forced fumbles, none. No blocks. A touchdown, there was 1, Aaron Kershaw's. Kicking, Wes McGuire. Unfortunately, missed 1 from 50 plus. I think that's the one that got blocked. No, that was the one at the end of the game he tried to make. He did have 1 blocked as well. So 2 for 4 on the game. Punting, Spencer Parsons doing what he does best, getting the ball inside the 20, but unfortunately, several of them went into the end zone. Tyson Kerr, almost 25 yards on the returns for kicking, and 4 on the punt return. Not a very successful day in the punt return game. Take a look at Rogers. Not a great day for him. The 2 interceptions really cost him. Already touched on Crothers and Juan Purvis having a good day. Steven Rogers, sorry. Also showing that he's got wheels. Campbell, 5 for 54. Smith, 5 for 41. Purvis, 5 for 29. Hicks got injured early, but he is a weapon, and that's a shame to see him go down. The veteran having a great season. Hopefully he won't miss much more time so he can keep his season going where he is fighting for the best wide receiver in the league. Up there in yardage, in the top 5 for yardage and touchdowns. Brent Fortin, the big tight end. And Bernard Nolans, 3 for 20. They say Floyd Carlisle and Devontae Lee led up the sacks. Let's see the defensive numbers for them. 11 tackles for Zeke Craig and Robert Pryor. Kyle also had 9. Tackles for loss, a whole bunch of guys with 1. Let's see who got their sacks. Cesar Gonzalez, Kerry Morrison, Lane Reynolds, Nicholas Cobb, and Jesse Murray. They just sent it from everywhere, and Byrne was unable to pick out the blitzer. Keith Mitchell with an interception for a pick 6 that gave up the lead at the time. Kyle, Parker, Ash, and Pryor all with 2 deflections. Hicks and Murray with 1. No fumbles. The fumble recovery was the blocked kick. They, for some reason, count that as a fumble recovery. Telfer had the block. And the defensive touchdown came on a pick 6 from Keith Mitchell. Rich Campbell missed that 50-plus yard potential game winner. Hudson Barnhart was a busy man. Carrie Smith and Juan Purvis both having a decent kick return game. And Crothers had 11 yards on 2 returns in the punt. So, that's going to do it for this game. We've got some business to take care of. I am looking for ways to shorten these videos. I realize that these games, when I just watch them like this, it's going to be an hour-long endeavor, not to mention what I add on with my voicing and whatever information I want to add on to the game. I'm looking for ways to maybe shorten that up, maybe starting next season. I want to see how far this season goes. My ultimate goal is to get Shaq Hennessy a Super Bowl win with the Sentinels. If that happens, I might look to move on to something else. I may continue this and see how long of a run he can go for. But going forward, I'm going to try to shorten down the season, the games, to make them maybe a half hour long instead. And what's that going to entail is probably simulating maybe a drive or 2 for both teams. Then, what do they call it? Instead of slow simulation, I will normal speed simulate it. And that way, the game will go by a lot quicker that way. And maybe do that for after the second drive. Let it go. See if there's any defining moments that we want to take a look at if the game's really close. And maybe at a game-winning drive potentially, or just checking in on a player. we'll maybe simulate another drive or two at that point and see what's happening. That should help get this season going. Maybe we could do even some fast simulating, just simulate through one game completely, computerized simulate, not watch it, and maybe just pick out a few key games to watch during the season. I would like to progress this faster than I have been. I appreciate all the people that have spent the time, but I notice a lot of you aren't watching the full thing. And I realize asking you to devote an hour, hour and a half to me on this is a lot to ask, but I appreciate the ones that have done it. I appreciate the followers, the subscribers, the comments, the likes. It's all really makes me feel good. I know I don't have a huge channel. I know I'm running Madden 20 on an old computer, but I was hoping my voice and my other content I bring in, letting you hear from Coach Shaq Hennessy himself, coming up with players like that disgruntled veteran who got bumped down the depth chart because he just wasn't producing on the field anymore. And he went big time and said, hey, I've been doing this forever. You know, I don't need to show up in practice. And he had two youngsters, one of them being Donnell White, who was busting his butt in practice and just showing up whenever he got time on the playing field. So he said, hey, look, you know, I understand you're a veteran, but these guys are showing up and it's time for them to sink or swim. That wide receiver didn't like that, took to social media to complain, said he wanted to be traded. They couldn't find any takers. They released him, and he was picked up by the Snowhawks, and they didn't use him either. So maybe he overestimated his talents, and he is no longer in the league. So just goes to show you that it was just time for him to move on, and he wasn't willing to accept it just yet. We had Tanner Malone pushing for a new contract off of his big 13-sack season. He wanted big-time money. He was 27 years old. His best, you know, it was only downhill from there. Now, he might have still had a few good years, but they were entertaining the idea, but his production really fell off this year. He only had 1.5 sacks between his current team, the Elks, and for the Sentinels. In fact, I think his sacks came with the Sentinels, and he's done nothing with the Elks. So he was on an expiring contract. They didn't want to pay him the huge money. They traded him away for a second-round draft pick. So there you go. Some quarterback controversy for a while there. Would it be Byrne? Would it be Kaplan? We've seen what Kaplan can do. This is still Byrne's team temporarily. He is somehow managing to get the team to wins, but it doesn't look like he is the reason why. You see Kevin Crockett and Sheldon Bates getting ready to upgrade, but I will save that for next episode. We have some scouting to do. I do that offline. And we have 8 players ready to negotiate contracts. I don't think Virgil Hyde won't be re-signed for sure. Jalen McGowan is a backup defensive end. I don't think I need him. Silas Hatcher, if he was younger, I'd consider it. I think he's got some talent. Kerry Kaplan will be gone, the veteran backup quarterback. Artavius Baber is now a starter. Ricky LaMontagne, good depth piece. Orlando Boulware, I could probably get better in the draft. Sanders will probably be gone. Lee Kemp, we won't re-sign him. His spot has been taken by Niles McKell. Marcus Cleveland, it depends. He's a good depth piece, but again, 63 overall at 25 years old, I don't think so. Even for a backup, I could probably do better. But Ricky LaMontagne, if these contracts are cheap enough, let's see what they want to do. Let's take a look at Baber. He wants, what did he want? About 3.5. I don't want to pay him too much. Let's go up to 1.5. He is a starter now. He won't be probably going for it. We'll see. Okay, so Baber will take $1.5 million over 7 years, so he will be a depth piece for a long, long time if he doesn't secure that starting player position. Ricky LaMontagne, he's 21. Let's take a look at what he wants. I've offered him $2 million a year. He wants about 2.5, and that's a lot to pay for a guy that doesn't get on the field very much. I'm going to stick with my offer. If he doesn't want it, we'll just pick up somebody else. I'm sure I could probably sign him in the free agent off-season for less than that. So we'll let him test free agency. And these other decisions are pretty much already made. I don't think I'll bring back McGowan. Virgil Hyde is gone. He's on the wrong side of 30. He's shown some spurts of being the player he once was, but it's clear that his best seasons are behind him. Taylor Bennett has a comment. Awesome win this week, Coach. The team has been solid all year, but I know the fans would like to see you kick it into a higher gear for the final stretch. Here's hoping you guys can finish strong. Yeah, these one-point victories, or when they have a blowout going, and then all of a sudden in the fourth quarter, they let another team creep back in, like last week. They were killing that other team in the third quarter, and then in the fourth quarter, they brought it back to within a touchdown. That doesn't inspire much confidence, especially when the competition gets much, much stiffer. Got one injury. Let's go ahead and take a look at that. This may not be great news. And it is a hamstring tear for Chris Bradley that is going to have him miss the rest of the regular season. If we make it to the postseason, he could come back. This is tough. I have enough depth where I don't have to put him in IR right now. So I will try, unless something else happens where I have to make a roster move, we'll try not to put him on IR. See if we can bring him back. That's a shame that his season, just like when he started to become a piece in this offense, he goes down with an injury. You can see he had his first touchdown not too long ago. 31 catches, 344 yards, so that's a shame. I would have liked to get him on the field and see what he could do a little bit more, but now it's time for the other guys, like Aaron Posey and Parrish McCarthy, to see if they can step up. What are we looking for in the draft? I have been scouting all the first-rounders just to see what kind of talent is out there. Some real big busts out there. Got the quarterback class scouted about as much as I want to. Running backs, I'll wait to see the 40 times before I drop down into the later rounds. Fullbacks, I probably won't scout at all. Second round wide, yeah, let's look for more wide receivers just in case. Not quite on the money. Fourth round talent. Big body receiver and Kiefer Falk. Ooh. Okay, there's a guy that is, might be a sleeper. Supposed to go in the third round. He is a second round talent. That's what you like to see. Have to check his combine score and see what happens there. Are we really looking for another tight end? Probably not that early. Probably looking for a backup. So let's take a look at these later round tight ends. Third round talent that is a second rounder. Possession type. To take a look at him. He might be worth taking a flyer on. And that's going to do it for there. So we'll see you here next week. We'll be taking on the Dreadnoughts. I think that's San Antonio, if I'm correct. Let's go ahead and find out. Go ahead to next week. And let's take a look. Did I get the team right? Well, they got a really good corner in Camille Polk. You see the standings. Sentinels improved to 7-3. Good thing, because the Explorers are making a charge at 6-4. Huskies are at 500 at 5-5, and the Bulls, don't count them out, at 4-6. This could still be anyone's division. There's plenty of time. There's it was San Antonio. It was right there, 4-6 on the season too. So we'll get a little bit more into them next week. In the next episode, got some X Factor players that our offensive and defensive coordinators are fussing about. Somebody won an award, Player of the Week award. Want to put in some early guesses? I'll reveal that next episode. Got some more scouting and training to do. Chris Bradley, as we know, went down with an injury. Let's see who's left on the roster. We still have plenty of talent there with Perry Wood, Donnell White. Bradley goes down. That means Parrish McCarthy, Ricky LaMontagne, and Aaron Posey will get some more playing time. We saw a little bit of Parrish McCarthy last year who stepped up. 17 catches, 191 yards, a touchdown. Already has a touchdown this season and limited playing time. Ricky LaMontagne hasn't seen the field that much either. 1 catch for 6 yards, so there you have it. And Aaron Posey hasn't really seen the field either. Does have star development. Didn't play his rookie year. He was a shuttle player, but caught 1 pass for 25 yards. Maybe he needs to step up the depth chart too. See what he can do. He's more of a returner than anything else. Nothing really outstanding. Has okay hands, but his route running's not that great. Doesn't jump all that high. As I said, he's more of a special teams person, so we'll just see how the pieces fit. So that'll do it this week. The Orlando Sentinels on a 3-game winning streak at the top of the division, but for how much longer? And how much longer will Kiefer Byrne remain the starting quarterback for this team with the way he's been playing? I cannot answer that for sure, but I would say he's on shaky ground at best. Even throwing for 300 yards this past game, which is not a common occurrence for him. He's still turning the ball over more than he's scoring it in the end zone, and that is a problem, even though the completion percentage, that's trending the way you'd like. But the sacks he's allowing, I mean, he is just standing there and letting people tee off, and you just can't do that. And when you're turning the ball over more than you're scoring it, I mean, that is a huge problem. You can't win doing that for very long. The saving grace has been Dalton Triplett. He has been the one to really put this team on his back and make it go, and the defense scoring points. You know, the turnovers. So you can see that Dalton Triplett is about to go over 1,000 yards for the 3rd time in 3 years. Got 4 touchdowns on the ground and 3 through the air. You can see he's a very good weapon out of the backfield. So lots of questions still remain around this team despite their winning ways. They won 10 games last season. Can they win 10 this year or more? Can they get to the playoffs again? If they do, can they finally win a playoff game? We'll find out next episode. Thanks again, everybody. I really appreciate it. And I hope you're having a great time. Sorry the delay for this next episode. I'm going to try to crank out more episodes as we go along. I've had an injury to my right arm. I had to stop using it for a while. Had to shut down everything. And got some ligament issues going on, but nothing that requires surgery. Just have to wear a brace. I have to baby it for about a year or 2. But hopefully, with that in consideration, I can heal back and not have any problems with it. So that's been one of the things going on for me personally that has delayed this next episode. But I saw the views just uptick on the last episode, so I figured I should get another one out there for the people that are hungry for it. And I hope you enjoy it, and you're all doing well. Thank you for the views, the subscriptions, the follows, the comments, the likes. It all means a lot to me. I do this for my own fun, and if other people enjoy it too, great. I wasn't even sure I could do this with the equipment I have, but yeah, I'm plugging away at it. I wish I had a better computer and everything, and maybe a more recent, well, maybe not another more recent Madden game to use. 22's been having some issues, but I'll see what I can do. There's some other games I might try out and see just what happens and see who likes what. So thanks again, everybody. We'll see you next time here on Ben's Corner in the 2nd season of the Orlando Sentinels, the race to the playoffs. We got some tough games coming up with the Dreadnoughts, the Cowboys, the division rival Columbus Explorers. We get the Huskies one more time, and then we've got the Giants. Crazy season. Take care, everybody. Appreciate you.